Have you ever wondered what the smallest animal in the world is? Well, you've come to the right place. Some animals are so small, you seriously won't believe your eyes. From frogs to horses, different species of animals from around the world got the short end of the stick. What's even more exciting is that scientists and researchers have only recently found many of these animals. It'll make you wonder what other small creatures are out there lurking about. Curious to see what miniature beasts we found? I'm Mike with List 25, and here are 25 world's smallest animals you won't believe are real. #25. Chihuahua. Everyone knows Chihuahuas are tiny, but they might not realize just how tiny they can be. The Guinness Book of World Records named Millie the Chihuahua the smallest dog in the world. She measured to be 3.8 inches, or 9.6 centimeters tall, the size of about a high-heeled shoe. 24. Pygmy Rabbit. The Pygmy Rabbit is the world's smallest and rarest rabbit. On average, their size can range from 9 to 11 inches, or 22.8 to 27.9 centimeters, and they weigh a little less than a pound. 23. Pygmy Marmoset. While the Pygmy Rabbit is the smallest rabbit, in the world of primates, the Pygmy Marmoset reigns as the tiny king. They reside in South America and look similar to a squirrel with no head. They're so small they can fit inside a human's hand. They usually weigh 3 to 5 ounces and are only 6 inches or 15.24 centimeters tall. 22. Brookesia Micra Chameleon. Found on the island of Madagascar, the Brookesia Micra Chameleon is the world's tiniest chameleon ever discovered. It's so small, it can easily sit on top of the head of a match or the tip of a person's index finger. 21. Miniature horse. Miniature horses can grow to be about the size of a medium-sized dog. However, the world's smallest horse was named Thumbelina, a miniature brown mare measuring at only 17.5 inches, or 44.5 centimeters. The Guinness Book of World Records made it official in 2006. 20. Smallest lizard. Scientists discovered the world's smallest lizard in the Dominican Republic. The species is called Spherodactylus ariasi and can comfortably curl up on a US dime. They roughly grow to less than an inch long, or 16 millimeters. 19. Smallest cat. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the smallest cat ever was discovered in Taylorville, Illinois. A male blue point Himalayan Persian named Tinker Toy, when it was full grown, measured at 2.75 inches, or 7 centimeters tall, and 7.5 inches, or 19 centimeters long. 18. Dwarf Lanternshark. The dwarf lanternshark is rare, swimming roughly 1,440 feet, or 439 meters below the ocean's surface near South America. Not much is known about it. What we do know is that they're small enough to fit in a human hand. 17. Etruscan Shrew. The Etruscan Shrew isn't just the smallest shrew, it's also the smallest mammal by mass. They usually weigh less than 2 grams and measure only 1.5 inches, or 4 centimeters. Even though they're small, they have major appetites and eat twice their body weight every day. 16. Royal Antelope. Living in the rainforests of Ghana and Sierra Leone, the Royal Antelope is the world's smallest antelope, measuring around 10 inches or 25 centimeters and weighing about 5.5 pounds or 2.5 kilograms. It's very rare to see one due to its secretive and nocturnal nature. 15. Bumblebee Bat. The Bumblebee Bat has 2 records under its belt. Not only is it the smallest bat, but it's also the smallest mammal. On average, they're about 1.2 inches long, or 33 millimeters, and weigh a mere 2 grams. 14. Smallest seahorse. Marine biologists discovered the smallest seahorse in the western Pacific Ocean. Known as Hippocampus denice, they originally thought it was a baby seahorse. Normally, the seahorse only measures at 0.6 inches long, or 16 millimeters. 13. Speckled Padloper Tortoise. The speckled padloper tortoise is, you guessed it, the smallest turtle in the world. Measuring only 3 inches or 7 centimeters for males, and 4 inches or 10 centimeters for females, these little creatures can be found slowly crawling on paths of South Africa. 12. Smallest cow. The world's smallest cow is named Manikiam. While it doesn't fit in the palm of your hand, it's still small as far as cows go. Measuring only 24 inches, or 61.5 centimeters, the small cow is treated as a pet by a family who owns her. 11. Pedophrene amoensis frog. A frog the size of a housefly, the Pedophrene amoensis frog is the smallest known animal with a backbone. It averages around 7.7 millimeters long and looks like a tiny speck on a US dime. 10. Pygmy mouse lemur. Living in Madagascar, the pygmy mouse lemur weighs only around 2 ounces. Together, its head and body measure at roughly 2 inches or 5 centimeters long. Its tail, however, is twice the length of its body. 9. Smallest salamander. One of the smallest kinds of salamander is the Thorius arboreus, living specifically in Mexico. It measures only a mere 17 millimeters with a slender body and a wide head. Unfortunately, they're endangered due to farming and logging. 8. Samoan moss spider. We all know spiders can get pretty small, not to mention terrifyingly gigantic, but in this case, a Samoan moss spider won the Guinness Book of World Records award for smallest spider. It measured only at 0.3 millimeters. 7. Vaquita. The vaquita is the world's smallest marine mammal, but sadly it's critically endangered due to illegal fishing practices. These tiny cetaceans on average only measure to be 5 feet or 1 meter long. As of recently, only 30 vaquita were known to be left in the wild, a 97% drop from the year before the data was taken. 6. Smallest snake. The smallest snake in the world was discovered on the island of Barbados. Measuring in at only 4 inches or 10 centimeters long and about as thin as a spaghetti noodle, it's a kind of rare thread snake. Sadly, most of its habitat has been destroyed by farms or buildings. 5. Tsipras fish. The Tsipras fish is the world's smallest vertebrate. From head to tail, it measures about 7.9 millimeters long and can fit comfortably on a human finger. But that's not the only interesting thing about it. It has the capability to swim and live in highly acidic water. 4. Bee hummingbird. The bee hummingbird makes its home on the island of Cuba. It's the smallest bird in the world, weighing only a mere 1/15 of an ounce. Its eggs are the size of coffee beans, and its nest the size of a quarter. Because of its size, it competes with insects rather than other birds. 3. Musky caiman crocodile. The musky caiman crocodile swims up and down South American waters looking for vertebrates to chow down on. While its stature of 4.5 feet or 1 meter might not elicit fear, they're still dangerous. 2. Long-tailed planigale. The long-tailed planigale might look like a tiny rat, but it's actually the world's smallest marsupial. It's about 2 inches or 5.5 centimeters in length, with a tail about the same size, or sometimes longer. They primarily live in the grasslands of northern Australia. 1. Dwarf three-toed jerboa. It looks like a cotton ball with 2 eyes and giant legs, but the dwarf three-toed jerboa is actually the world's smallest rodent. It weighs less than an ounce and has a body length of 1.7 inches or 4 centimeters. Be careful. Look at it for too long, and you might want to take the cute little thing home with you. Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button in the top right corner and the notification bell so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these videos here or just head to our website at list25.com.